Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about when a show switches networks. On October 1st, 2006, the game premiered on CW as a spin-off to the show Girlfriends, where Melanie gave up her spot at Johns Hopkins University of Medicine to follow her boyfriend Derwin Davis to San Diego to play for the Sabres. This was the premise for the show, and it worked. The game would run for 3 seasons, having its ups and downs before getting canceled in 2009. The network, originally running the show on the CW, were trying to move away from, comedy sitcoms and stuff to focus on shows more like Gossip Girl. After 2 years in real life and 2 years within the show, the game would return, but that return would come at a cost, and that cost would have been seen throughout season 4, with the show feeling completely different. In the first episode, it's been stated that over 2 years has passed in time since season 3, and the characters we've grown to love have their lives drastically changed. Here's a list of every single change that has happened since the season 3 finale leading up to season 4 episode 1. Derwin and Melanie are now married. Derwin and Janae's baby is now 2 years old. Tasha now has a new place and has a new boyfriend named Dante, who's a new cast member to the show. Jason and Kelly are now officially divorced. Brittany gets recast with the new actress. TT is no longer Malik's assistant and runs a wing truck. Tasha and Kelly are no longer friends. Jason gets cut by the Sabres. And those are there's probably a few more I've missed, but these are the ones I've counted. So some of these differences are in place leading out of season 3. So these were not like ideas that BET came up with. These are ideas that were already planted from CW's The Game in season 3. Like Derwin and Mel getting married, which would make sense for them because, as you would see in the season 3 finale, they're getting married, leading to them getting a bigger house. But other choices were just questionable. For example, the whole storyline with Melanie using a cotton swab to test a DNA sample of Derwin's baby DJ, making sure that it's his and Janae isn't lying. But the only problem with this storyline is that there is a 2-year time skip. Meaning, why wouldn't Melanie just test the baby in the time leading up from when the baby was born to the baby being 2 years old? Why would she wait 2 years and now want to test the baby? Like, it just doesn't add up at all, and I think it's really just bad writing. But there is any reason publicly stated for why they recasted Brittany. My theory is maybe they thought she didn't look old enough to play the part after the 2-year time skip. But the new actor who plays Brittany actually looks older, like too old to be playing a role of a girl who should be 12 or 11 in season 4. While the actual actress that played Brittany Pitts in season 1 through 3 looks like she should be playing the role of a 12 or 11-year-old. So it doesn't really make sense why they recasted her. At the end of season 4, Kelly would leave the show and storyline to find herself. Chapter 3, The Downfall. As the show kept running for more and more seasons, more and more cast members would leave, such as Derwin Davis, and he's arguably the main character of the show, and he would leave in season 6, episode 1, after the storyline of him being traded to another football team. Him and his wife would leave at the end of season 5. By this point in the show, the game was a shell of its former self, losing original cast members after original cast member, and then adding new ones to try to replace them. In season 6, Bryce the Blueprint and Kira Whitaker would replace Derwin and Melanie, and they were pretty much kind of carbon copies of them, acting just like them, arguing like them, and things like that. The show also had a bad habit of reusing storylines over and over again. For example, like Tasha's dating problems with men, or Jason's marital problems and divorces. When it comes to the game, characters just don't evolve. They just stay the same. It's pointless. And when the show makes it seem like a character is about to change or evolve, like Malik in the last few episodes of the show, it seems like he's finally going to settle down in a relationship with Kira at the end of that show. And then he breaks up with her because he's still in love with Yana. At least he thinks he is. Then he backtracks after winning his game and tries surprising her with her own movie set. And he says he's going to make her into a movie. And then he says he wants to retire and spend the rest of his life with her. She says no, so he gets rejected and he gets down on one knee and proposes. What is this writing? He had already gotten rejected, but still gets on one knee to propose. But Malik's character deserved better, honestly, and was low-key kind of done dirty. Ultimately, at the end, the switch between the networks, the game would run for 3 seasons on the CW before switching to BET to run for 6 more seasons and ending at season 9. This show has officially ran its course and was really just going downhill over the last couple of seasons. And in 2021, the game got a revival series that lasted 2 seasons. And I've never watched that show, so I can't really speak on how it was. But if y'all have watched the game 2021 that was on Paramount Plus, let me know how it is. Do things any ever change? Do any characters evolve? Are there any problems that were solved? Does Malik find a wife, Does just Jason and Kelly stay happy in their marriage? Or do they get another divorce? Who knows, But I don't know. Y'all let me know down in the comments below. I don't really have the patience to even try to watch that show, nor even try to find it, because it's not on Paramount Plus. And I have Paramount Plus. I was watching the game on Paramount Plus. So I don't know too much about it. Y'all leave a like. Y'all leave a comment and let me know your thoughts on the game and if you've seen a downhill spiral after the first 3 seasons and the network switch. But yeah, peace out.